Welcome to you, my name's Dayle and this is Dayle's Addiction, and today I'm going to round up what my handbag collection looks like at the end of 2024. If you want to see what this video looked like at the end of 2023, I will link that video in the description box below. So I'm not doing these in any particular order. I'm literally going through the cupboards. I'm going to give you a quick overview of the brand, the style, and anything that I know about the collection that might be interesting or relevant to you if you are looking for these pieces. Okay, let's do it. We're going to kick it off with the Longchamp London tote. Purchased this one via my fabulous YouTube colleague and friend Nick J. Snell from his associate at the Regent Street Boutique in London. After seeing it in London and really loving it, and then Nick bought it and then showed it on his channel, and well, I needed to have it. This is an extra large, I think, travel tote. It is a beautiful textured canvas. It has this kitsch saucer and cup, and it just screams London, and it is really comfortable to use. I often use it when I've got extra things that I need to take to work. It was a limited edition, but I have seen it show up in a couple of shopping vlogs in London town, so if you are keen, ask your local Longchamp sales associate to find it for you. A fabulous purchase from this year, my Salvatore Ferragamo medium hug in the raffia. I picked this one in the natural tone with the black leather accents. It also came in black. It was on Satire if you do want to try and find it for a bargain. I bought it as a summer work bag. Obviously the large bags are in at the moment. I have loved it. I have not done a review on it. I'm not famous for really having motivation to do reviews. All I can say is I would totally buy it again. To the contrary, this Fendi Sunshine Shopper tote in the medium hasn't had a day in the sun, I don't think, for the whole of 2024. The hug bag did have something to do with it, but I do love it. This one is made of straw, and it also has the contrasting black straw embroidery and branding and the fabulous Perspex tortoiseshell handles. The hardware on these pieces is just beautiful. It is a beautiful accent. I love this bag. It's not going anywhere. I just need to find time and space to wear it. My Louis Vuitton Capucine BB in the dusty blue with the shoo handle. I'm not a classics girl, but I do love a classic with a twist. When I saw this one in this beautiful kind of denim blue color, I thought that is perfect with this playful handle. For those of you who know the story, my husband is not a fan. Last year in Taormina, Sicily, I found my true love. I found this beautiful Capucine BB, also from Louis Vuitton, as per the blue one, hiding in a pop-up boutique in the most beautiful town in Sicily, and well, the rest is history. We were meant to be. This was re-released this year, slightly different, with brown leather instead of the gold, and not with the braided handle, with a plain handle. I'm really happy I got this version. Last year in September, the Birkin fairy smiled on me, and I was offered this beautiful Birkin 30 in Vert Comics with Togo leather and palladium hardware. This bag and I, it's a miracle that we found each other, but we were meant to be, and I bought it to flip it. Well, let's just say that's an old story, because she's well and truly embedded in my collection and one of my absolute favourites. I purchased this Louis Vuitton Takashi Murakami collab bag back at like 2020, and that was because that was my first kind of opportunity and motivation to purchase a piece that, you know, was a big part of my late teens, early 20s, and this one is from 2005, I believe. It's in beautiful condition. It's vintage. I am so glad that I got it. I had no idea that Louis Vuitton would consider bringing back the Takashi Murakami collaboration, and nothing has interested me so far. This is perfection. It is in such great condition. I love the fact that it's part of the original collection, and I think, like the denim, the original is best. Did I mention it's a PM Alma? This is my Valentino extra large shopping tote. I purchased it a few years back. It was on sale, and you know, for a big plastic bag, I just needed it. I love taking this bag to the beach on holidays. I just load it up. You can see everything that's in it, and that is the point. I haven't seen one out for quite a while, but yeah, most of the time it just sits in the back of my cupboard until such time as it is appropriate to take it out, in which case I do so very excitedly. My most used bag for last year, the Louis Vuitton Carryall MM in the gorgeous black Tyrolean leather, I believe, with the large monogram. This bag is a vibe. I'm not a hobo girl, but this one, it just works so beautifully. Shoulder, crossbody, short shoulder, fits everything you need for work. A lot of you have actually purchased this piece. As I said, it was my most worn bag last year. This year I've been mixing it up a little bit because I haven't had to carry so much, but fabulous, fabulous piece from Louis Vuitton. I love it. My neglected Louis Vuitton Neverfull MM World Tour with the black leather accents. Since I bought my GM, this one has kind of been relegated to storing stationery and odd bits and pieces. Nevertheless, I did have it customized and personalized. It is a lovely piece. I will wear it at some stage when the appropriate occasion arises. However, for the moment, it just stores things in my wardrobe. My fabulous, brand new, most recent edition Fendi Made to Order large Celleria Peekaboo ICU in olive and rose. Oh, with the tortoiseshell hardware. This, literally just unboxed it. Go check my feed if you want to have a look at it, but it is perfection. Speak of the devil, my travel companion, the Louis Vuitton Neverfull GM. I purchased this pre-loved a couple of years back, and it was just $1,000 on a Facebook group. I know that sounds like a lot of money, but this bag, I can do anything with it. It carries everything and anything. It is a travel vibe. Everyone loves it because it works. It's the OG. Can't recommend highly enough. Whilst it's not a handbag, it is, you know, in the category. It's my Horizon 55 from Louis Vuitton, the travel suitcase. I have taken this one for international trips. I have also taken it for local trips, car trips, plane trips. It fits in that overhead locker. Nobody's ever made me check it yet. It does make me a little nervous at times, so I always make sure to keep it underweight. Okay, let's get to the cupboards. We have my Prada beach tote that I picked up just before holidays to Dubai and Italy last year. Haven't worn it this year, except, actually no, I took some spare shoes and things to the shoe repairer for work, so yes, I have worn it. It's a great piece. It's so good, and you know, buy it secondhand, people. My Louis Vuitton favorite, just like an absolute classic grab and go piece. It's in a drawer at the moment because I'm still getting my cupboard organized, but yeah, I will never let this one go. I bought it from the boutique after searching all over Europe for it. It's just never going to leave my collection. So useful. Now, this Longchamp taupe, on the other hand, I picked up from the Charles de Gaulle airport last year as my kind of decoy purchase for customs. If you know, you know. And I've only worn it once. I just don't gravitate for it, and I thought it would be a cool sporty neutral for me. It is a cool sporty neutral, just not for me. Next we have my first boutique purchase. This is the Louis Vuitton Speedy 35 in epi leather in an ivory colour. Like, who would do that for their first luxury handbag purchase? I bought the matching wallet, I bought the matching keychain and the matching card holder. Yep, I was that girly. This was circa 2010, 2011, I'm going to say. These made an appearance on the runway this year, and Meredith and I had a bit of a conversation, you might say, about whether or not you should buy one from the boutique or hunt one down on the pre-loved market. I still say hunt one down on the pre-loved market. The price, like, they're not worth it. My Fendi mohair baguette. I fell in love with this one a couple of years back and chased it down, found it in Thailand of all places. Who knew? And this one came to me on my recent trip to Paris, and it was such a vibe wearing her out and about on a cold winter's day. My Fendi mini baguette in lilac from 2020. Enough said, one of my favourite pieces. My Fendi regular baguette in the mint from fall winter 2022. It's a perfect neutral, matches my eye colour perfectly. I love this piece. It is my only Napa leather regular baguette. My Fendi first in purple fox that I was lucky enough to find a year after it was released in London's Bond Street Fendi boutique. Thank you, Charles. My special purchase from Paris, the Louis Vuitton Speedy Trunk in the size 20. An absolute dreamboat piece, and I think I'm going to wear it today. If you'd like to see how I style these pieces, go follow me on Instagram at Dales_addiction. The next piece is also from Louis Vuitton. It's the Louis Vuitton trunk clutch. It is now discontinued, but this is a great alternative to the structure of a petit mal. Lovely to wear crossbody and all-weather bag, given the treated leather trim. An absolute beauty. If you know, you know. And I know. The Gucci mini bamboo handle bag. This one harks back to the brand's origins in handbags, and in the movie House of Gucci, this is one of the ones that was first kind of replicated and sold by counterfeiters. And there's a great scene where the cleaner has one of these bags and they're like, oh, where did you get that from? I loved this mini size and I love this apple green. It is so much fun, and this ends up being an occasion bag for me most of the time. I wear it crossbody and yeah, it's just playful. It just carries the essentials and it's super fun. My Chanel wallet on chain. This is the golden clasp, meaning it has this particular clasp that you flick up and you open the bag like so. This one is in black caviar leather, a very fine grain of caviar. This bag's hardly had any wear this year. This is no longer one of my go-to pieces in my collection. Who would have thought a black classic from Chanel would be kind of on the outer? One of my absolute favourites, the Fendi small peekaboo ICU in Violetta with the beautiful tortoiseshell hardware. This one kind of inspired my made to order that you saw earlier. I love the tortoiseshell hardware combination with these bags. I love the smile. The peekaboo small is the smallest size that will smile. This bag has been an absolute staple, probably one of my most worn bags this year according to my Instagram feed. I have loved carrying this one to work. It carries a perfect amount. And its little baby sister, the Nano Peekaboo from Fendi in the ICU style in the beautiful purple, and I believe this one was from fall winter 2022 as well. New to me this year, the most gorgeous fuchsia crocodile peekaboo iconic, or mini peekaboo iconic from Fendi. I picked this one up pre-loved from the Emir, a consignment store in Melbourne, and oh my god, it has been one of the most wearable, delicious pieces in my collection. It is the most beautiful texture. I have loved wearing it. I love the fact that, you know, I didn't have to pay upwards of $38,000 for this piece, and yeah, she's found a great home here with me. My Gucci glazed wicker linear cestino clutch bag that I picked up pre-loved from the Purse Affair way back in like 2020 continues to remain a great piece in my collection. I wore it just the other day. It's a perfect piece because you can kind of wear it in all weather and it still looks really dressy, but it also looks great, particularly with your summer pieces. It adds a really interesting texture. A lot of people are on the hunt for this, and when you find it, you should grab it. The man everyone's been waiting for, it's Gary. This is the J.W. Anderson Pigeon Clutch, which was kind of premiered in And Just Like That, season 2, I think. We've called him Gary on this channel because apparently there's a book about a pigeon who can't fly, and its name is Gary. Fitting, really. And anytime you see a pigeon, you are obligated to send me a message on Instagram and tell me where you've seen the pigeon. And I get messages from all over the world with people spotting Garys everywhere. They're no longer called pigeons now, they're called Garys. I'm not sure if these count as bags, but these two peekaboos from Fendi are just divine. This one in the raffia and this one in the gorgeous neon green python skin. One of my most special purchases this year is the Louis Vuitton Petit Mal in purple coral, metallic lizard with the soft gold hardware. I could not stop thinking about this piece. It haunted me, it followed me everywhere. So eventually she had to come home with me, and zero regrets on that one. When I stop and think about it, it's been quite the metallic year. This is the Mulberry Mini Alexa in Lilac Haze, I believe. It has contrasting stitching. I purchased this one because Nick, again, sent me a message saying, "Hey Dayle, I saw this and thought of you." And I thought, what a great travel bag that would be. And it was. It was brilliant, all weather, super cute, works with my style, effectively a neutral in my closet, but in fitting with my personal style. And so, yeah, I have been really happy with the capacity of this bag, how easy it is to wear, and it will be remaining in my collection despite some people thinking it would go straight in the vlog sale. My second petit mal of this video, but my first in terms of purchases, is this gorgeous lilac ostrich petit mal that I picked up when I was in Rome last year. My first and most beautiful and worth waiting for. This year I was able to pick up this gorgeous Astrakhan Fendi baguette in the regular size from the re-edition of the 25th anniversary of Baguette. It is made of Astrakhan and it has like 25, I believe, different pieces that make up this beautiful piece. I purchased it pre-loved from my friend Una in Tokyo. The inside, the details, like, it's a brilliant piece and I picked it up for a great price. Definitely less than the 9,000 AUD that it was originally selling for. A beautiful little piece from the back end of last year. My Fendi mini baguette in fuchsia with gold hardware. This is probably my most worn mini at the moment, I have to say. It pretty much goes with everything. It's my grab and go. You could say it's replaced the Chanel wallet on chain in terms of functionality in my wardrobe. My Chanel, is it Spring Summer 22 black lamb and champagne gold hardware heart bag. I love this. This one is the reason I no longer have a mini rectangular in black lamb, because this replaced it. For me, this replaced it. It's beautiful. I love it. I haven't worn it much. And next we have this gorgeous metallic Peekaboo ICU small that I picked up pre-loved from forward.com at the end of last year. This bag is the reason that I sold my Fendi mini baguette in the crinkled leather that came out about a year and a half after this collection. I went looking for this because I thought it was a better size for that material, and yeah, it totally replaced my love of the mini baguette in the same kind of craquelé leather finish. And so yeah, loving this silver. Could actually wear it with this outfit today, but I might look a little bit spaceman. Next we have my petite ICU Peekaboo from Fendi in acid green. This is not a colour that everyone loves, but it is so unique and it goes with so many things, and a few people have actually reached out to me to purchase this because chartreuse or acid green is making a bit of a comeback at the moment. My second Fendi Petite Peekaboo is in this beautiful fuchsia galusha. Yep, that's right, fuchsia galusha. Couldn't have named it better myself. This is my first galusha handbag piece and currently my only one, but I do have a lot of jewellery from Bulgari with the galusha hide on it, which is Stingray. My Valentino camera bag that I purchased back in 2018, survived a vlog sale, has to stay with me now. It's a classic powder pink, powder rose colour that is just a great neutral and most importantly a great grab and go bag, but also a great travel bag as well. The Chanel 20C medium seasonal flat bag in denim with the acid wash CCs. A classic, but not a classic, just, you know, perfect grab and go piece. Looks great with denim, looks great as a contrast to a more dressy outfit. Love this bag. My Foray Lepage Caliber 21 little crossbody bag. Look, this one continues to survive in my collection because I can't be bothered selling it. It is unique, it is cool, I do love it, I just don't wear it. My first ever Chanel bag, purchased from the boutique in May 2012. It was an old season bag. It's called the Franken bag here on this channel, but it is this beautiful seasonal flat bag in lambskin with the tweed finishings in kind of a patchwork style. This is quite a gothic, dark, wintry, fun piece. It has so much personality. It's a great crossbody bag because it's got the grommets side by side there, so you can adjust it from shoulder to crossbody quite easily. Capacity is fabulous. It's just one of those pieces that sang to me and I had to have it. Now this one I don't think I showed last year, but I probably should have done. It's my L'Afsha crystal clutch. Now this is a brand that is based in the United Arab Emirates, and they make these beautiful clutch bags that are kind of, you know, based off of crystal designs, and they all have like little shoulder bags. They're beautiful for evening, obviously a great neutral and lots of fun. My Chanel 19S by the Sea bag, one of Carl's last collections, where he turned the Grand Palais in Paris into a beach scene. Absolutely iconic, and I wanted this bag when it first came out. I knew there was no chance in hell of me being able to get it, and that's when the fabulous Rod from the Lux Theory, slow down Dayle, was able to source it for me, and I couldn't be more thrilled to have this one in my collection. My Fendi First from Spring Summer 2021, I think. This one is in the kind of macrame raffia style. Quite a neutral piece for me, but a really great evening bag for summer nights. I pair this with the Fendi O-Lock strap, and it's a beautiful piece because of the shape of it and the size. You can really dress it up. It's also great for like lunches and things like that, where you want a clutch, but you want something a bit bigger, and you also want something a little less serious. Last year I dropped into the Lux Link in Brisbane, and I stumbled on this beautiful Alexander McQueen knuckle duster clutch in this gorgeous hummingbird pattern. It is so divine. It couldn't be more me, with this gorgeous like hummingbird eating the apple. It's just the colors, everything. I had to buy it, and it was a steal for like $1,300. The only classic piece in my collection, the Chanel Jumbo in black caviar with silver hardware. I picked this one up pre-loved back in 2018. I think it's a 2012 series. It is still got the most beautiful puffy quilts. I love to wear this bag in unexpected ways. I typically wear it when I'm quite casually dressed, not when I'm dressed up. I like the contrast of something being a little bit out of place, and that's why I keep it. My first Fendi made to order. It is the Baguette trunk from the men's collection in the mini size. I had it made in the orchid crocodile with the emerald beading and the emerald Swarovski crystal buckle and ruthenium hardware. She's an absolute treasure. I love her. This fabulous vintage Fendi baguette that is from around, we think, like 1997 perhaps. It has a marble buckle and dark brown leather trim. This one I picked up just before I went to Italy last year, and it starred in so many of my daily outfits. I loved wearing it. It has great capacity. It looks fabulous. It's just the texture, everything. My friend Bella calls it her popcorn Dayle bag, and yeah, it is a popcorn bag. This little sequined beauty is a Fendi mini baguette in the lilac colour. Now, I recently said that that Fendi Nano Peekaboo was from Fall Winter. It was actually from Cruise, and so was this one. It came out around the same time as the re-edition for the 25th anniversary. It is a very cute little piece. My Fendi First in blush pink mink. This was my first Fendi First, and this was a really special piece because a blush pink mink baguette was also on my first made to order list, and well, I chose what I chose and I was so grateful for it, but I never thought I'd get the opportunity to pick one of these up, and it just happened to come out in the next collection, which was like spring summer of that year, so 2021 I believe. This crazy Pai Mei inspired Jimmy Choo bonbon bag in the, I think it's the fuchsia ombre. This one I wore to Living Luxe with Meredith's post-wedding party 2 years ago now. Was that 2023? Yeah, so this January I'll make it 2 years. So yeah, doesn't get worn much. I did style it up with a blazer and jeans, and it looked great, and I should do that. I should do that more often, but not going anywhere. My original purchase from Fendi's at 25th re-edition of the baguette. Oh my god, look at that go with this silver top. It is the Mirror Baguette, originally from 2005, I believe. This one was re-released for the 25th re-edition in these beautiful mauve and pastel colours, and this ugly buckle. The ugly buckle, I think, makes it, otherwise it's just too damn pretty. I love something a little bit out of place, and yeah, this bag for me was everything. I had a turquoise sequin baguette on the list that I really wanted, and when I saw this, I was like, move aside, I'm taking that one. The one that started my love for Fendi, I mean, the first one that I bought was a Peekaboo Iconic in white, but it was this bag, it was purchasing this bag that changed everything. The original re-release of the Sex and the City Purple Rain baguette from late 2020, I picked it up in... No, early 2020, 2019. I picked it up in like June 2020, and it was just on the rack. I couldn't believe it. It was meant to be. And this one was kind of my substitute for going to New York to celebrate my 40th birthday, because we all know what happened in 2020. The first bag I bought this year, thanks to the mob wife era, is this Gucci Sylvie shoulder bag in a leopard print pony hair. Look at this bag. I have worn this bag sick. I have really enjoyed wearing it. I think it will be a staple in my collection. I don't have too many bags that have prints on them. This one is, yeah, it's just a vibe. I love it with everything. I'm not worried to wear it, and that makes it all the more enjoyable. One of my absolute favourites I bought pre-loved from my good friend Nadia this year is the Fendi First in Mint Fox. This one came from the Fall Winter 22, the same collection as my baguette. Oh, it didn't come to Australia though. She purchased it through Bond Street, London, and I purchased it from her. And oh, the two of us, we are the best of friends. We're getting there, guys, we're getting there. In my little treasure trove of tricks, I've got my Fendi Nano baguette from my lovely friend Meredith. This was a Christmas present a couple of years back in that gorgeous lilac colour. This Nano baguette in raffia I purchased from one of Meredith's vlog sales, unbeknownst to her. And it has this gorgeous little Pico baguette in raffia that I purchased from New Bond Street. Then I have this Nano Fendi First that Fendi gifted me when we had the Fendi event back in 2021, I believe. And this is the raspberry colour from Spring Summer 21. This Pico baguette was gifted to me from the beautiful Chan, one of my subscribers and friends here. We both bonded over Fendi's 25th anniversary re-release, and she purchased this for me for Christmas and my birthday. And this gorgeous little silk Pico baguette that Meredith picked up from the London New Bond Street store on my behalf. We twin on this one. And then finally, this crazy little plastic bag that you can probably buy for $25 at your local grocery store, but this is a Fendi one. So there. I think we're down to the final three. Next up we have this vintage Fendi metallic shearling baguette. This one is from, I think, around 2005 according to the product card. It is an absolute delight. Also came with me to Paris this year. It was also a total vibe. My Louis Vuitton Petite Boîte Chapeau, bought for me as a gift by Mr. Addiction. Absolutely adore this piece. Don't wear it so much, but treasure it. Absolutely treasure it, because I never ever thought that I would buy something like this, and I didn't have to. And I believe if I've done this right and I haven't forgotten any and there are none hidden anywhere else, this is the last one. This Prada kind of taupey clay coloured shoulder bag, crossbody bag that I purchased before my trip last year. A great neutral, like it is a great neutral. I actually wore it out and about in Paris as well. Surprisingly, as a coolish muddy tone, it goes with a lot of my wardrobe. I just wish the strap was a little plainer, because it is a strap that is, you know, heavily branded, and sometimes that's not what you want with one of these kind of coloured bags, but who would have thought you'd hear me saying that, right? But yeah, this is the last one in my collection. Have you been counting along? Because I haven't. I will put the number on the thumbnail so we know how many luxury handbags there are. I dare say in anyone's world, too many, but in our world, us crazy luxury collectors with, well, you know, some of us are collectors, some of us are just addicts, purchasers, consumers of pretty things. It's never enough. Am I at purse piece? No. Will you keep seeing me here next year? Yes. To a lesser extent, as you know, I'm focusing on decorating my new home, and so handbags are going to be taking a back seat. That's the plan anyway. That's what I've told Mr. Addiction. So that should close out this year for me. If not, it will be the new year already. Anyway, Happy New Year. I wish you all the best for 2025, and I look forward to seeing you back here when you next see me show up in your feed. And you can guarantee that if you just hit that subscribe button and the bell notification, which is the little red box down below, and the bell right next to it, so that every time I put up a video, it goes straight into your recommended for you feed. And yeah, that's how things work here. That's how we roll. What a spiel. Okay, I'm shutting up now. Ciao.